Good morning, and once again, here is your morning market brief. We first begin with the overseas indices, with the major Asian markets on the upside, including the Hang Seng up a total of 1.25%. Meanwhile, European indices are mixed, and U.S. stock futures are pointing towards a higher open. Now, last night in prime time in the United States, President Obama delivered a speech calling for both parties to compromise and raise the debt ceiling at the end of 2012. However, House Speaker John Boehner pushed for the GOP plan and blamed the president for the current stalemate. Meanwhile, in overseas news, the Indian Central Bank raised its interest rates by 0.5 percentage point, bringing the country's benchmark interest rate to 8%, as the country still continues to fight inflation. And in the UK, second quarter GDP figures rose a total of 0.2% from the previous quarter. Year over year, GDP for the nation grew a total of 0.7%. And in the United States, scheduled to be released at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the S&P case-schiller home price index, and consumer confidence for the month of July, as well as new home sales data, will be released at 10 a.m. Consensus is for a drop in the consumer confidence level to a reading of 57, and new home sales are expected to rise to a reading of 321,000. Now, in earnings news, Ford reported second quarter adjusted earnings per share of 65 cents. This on revenue of $35.5 billion, beating expectations. Meanwhile, Netflix posted second quarter earnings of $1.26 per share on revenue of $789 million. In more earnings news, Swiss financial group UBS posted a 49% drop in its second quarter net profit to a total of 1 billion Swiss francs. This on operating income of 7.17 billion Swiss francs. And to top it off, shares of BP posted a second quarter profit of $5.6 billion. The company did see a drop in oil and gas production after it was forced to sell off some of its oil fields as well as rigs.